before kings wore crowns of gold and winds had names. There were the mountains, and the gods who grew weary of them. The world was wide and wild then, ruled by frost and silence. The gods had once walked among the lower peaks, their footsteps birthing hot springs. But as the ages passed, they retreated with the snows, climbing ever higher into the skyfangs. At last, only their garden remained, Sonderwall, clinging to the highest summit, touring at the heaven's belly, older than time, colder than the gods' mercy. Its cliffs were black and glassy, slick with frozen wind. No goat scaled them, no bird nested there, and no man dared its walls, until Uru did. They say he came from the east, seeking the gods that other men flee. His hands were raw from the climb, his lips cracked with thirst, but his eyes burned with a hunger no water could quench. When he reached the summit, the gods mocked him. What does a worm want with the sky? Uru did not kneel. Instead, he offered them the one thing their eternal existence lacked: man's worship. The gods, who had always been more cruel than kind, found this amusing, for though they had made men as they made beasts and stones without thought, without care, never before had one been so bold. And in their boredom, they accepted his bargain. They gave him a crown, not of gold or jewel, but of black star iron, heavy as sorrow. They taught him to call fire from ice, to bind the wind in chains of song, to carve warmth from the mountain's guts. And when they left, they spat upon the world, abandoning it to their new favorite children. The crown's weight bowed Uru's neck, but could not break his spirit. He descended from that sacred peak, a king. There were only the 12 tribes at first, hard men with harder lives who scratched existence from frozen cliffs and snow-choked passes. Their chieftains wore necklaces of wolf teeth and swore by no gods but hunger and cold. Uru, the godsworn, could have broken them with fire. Instead, he offered them something more terrible, a chance to prove their worth. With magic, he carved the steps of bond into Sonderwall's face. 1,000 stairs winding up the black glass cliffs, each step slick with ice and promise. Every chieftain was summoned to climb and speak their truth. Some cowered, many fell. Their bones still whisper in the mountain winds, warning those who would listen. Those who reached the summit emerged changed, their beards frosted with rime, their fingers blackened by cold, their eyes burning with the same fire that had driven Uru. No oaths were sworn that day. None were needed. The shared ordeal bound them tighter than any vow.